Hello, my name is Toby Astle, and I am PerkinElmer's Global Market Manager for Cannabis and Hemp. I work with the extended PerkinElmer team to position our portfolio to support the cannabis and hemp testing industry. Today, I'd like to spend the next few minutes providing an overview of PerkinElmer's portfolio. Ensuring the quality and safety of food is our mission. Today, we are excited to share with you PerkinElmer's portfolio of hardware, software, and support we believe is the most complete and comprehensive in the industry. What you'll see today is our latest example of our continued investment in portfolio expansion, such as the development of a fully automated pesticide and mycotoxin testing workflow, and the acquisition of Omni, a global homogenization company with a large cannabis portfolio. Our extensive portfolio allows us to support end markets like food and has been endorsed across multiple segments to meet standards found in highly regulated environments. For example, PerkinElmer's coronavirus nucleic acid kit achieved the lowest limit of detection of any COVID-19 diagnostic in a sensitivity comparison of nearly 60 products published by the FDA. It is this focus and expertise that we have directed to the cannabis end market to address the demanding needs of this nascent industry. Appreciating these needs and the rapid growth, we have continued to fund research and development to innovate and stay at the forefront of meeting customers' needs. Examples of this include achieving ISO 17034 accreditation at our Boston manufacturing facility, and the launch of industry firsts, QSWorks 420 automated pesticide testing workflow, Simplicity Lab 420 software, and the One Pesticide 420 reagent and consumable kit. What we have learned from listening to our partners, working with multiple cannabis matrix types, and working across all cannabis regulatory markets is that testing cannabis is unique. For example, pesticide residue testing methodologies must be developed for each cannabis matrix type due to the varying degree of suppression effects across flower, extract, and edible sample types. For this reason, we have developed workflow solutions that are specific to the cannabis sample type. And as a result, PerkinElmer is ready to be a strategic supplier partner by providing labs with the necessary suite of workflow solutions to meet all their chemistry testing needs. PerkinElmer's suite empowers cannabis labs with workflows from sample preparation through to final data reporting. Understanding where repetitive tasks can be automated, developing unique formats for calibration standard kits, and optimizing technology and software to offer the fastest throughput provides customers with the confidence that they can test samples accurately and efficiently. A critical component of this workflow environment is the data management by the Lab Execution System, or LES. Simplicity Lab 420, a cloud-based LES software, integrates data across all instruments to allow scientists to process more samples per shift and maintain the highest data quality. Data is exported and downloaded in a key sequence driven by the protocol, allowing individual platform elements to perform their tasks in a predefined controlled manner. It is then uploaded and stored in the cloud for remote access 24/7, or exported to the laboratory LIMS or metric, the overarching compliance software. The software reduces error and has an architecture that supports CFR Part 11, GMP, and ISO compliance needs. In addition to the application science and technology, we have also defined a process for implementing each workflow in your lab so that you receive training on instruments that have been installed with a suitability test defined by the cannabis assay. This ensures the instrument is fit for purpose and that the new operator training procedure goes efficiently. PerkinElmer provides post-installation support from service to schedule preventative maintenance or additional training that is required in a busy compliance cannabis lab. Hopefully now, after listening to me for the last few minutes, you have some insight into our organizational capability, our scientific expertise, our commitment and passion to serve the specific and ever-evolving needs of the cannabis testing industry. However, the question we pose to ourselves is, how do we convey the full breadth via a conference call? The next part of this presentation introduces our response to that challenge, our new virtual reality demo center of excellence that you can visit us in. Let's take a peek now to learn more.
Welcome to PerkinElmer's first ever virtual reality demo center of excellence for food testing. Here, users are fully immersed into an interactive environment to discover PerkinElmer's vast product range that ensure the safety of food, dairy, and hemp samples. Visitors are taken on an exciting journey from modern laboratories to rural milk collection centers. The RealWorld One platform allows users to experience firsthand how to test a variety of samples in a guided process. Enjoy exploring PerkinElmer's product range with this memorable virtual reality experience. We are excited to VR meet you.
I'm excited. And I know PerkinElmer believes that creating connected environments like the one you just saw to share knowledge is imperative for such a dynamic industry as cannabis and hemp. This vision has become a core value for PerkinElmer. Therefore, just like the cocoon transforms into a beautiful butterfly, we are transforming the way we interact with our customer by the creation of this exciting VR demo center. We've designed an experience which enables connectedness with customers and colleagues from multiple locations at the same time in the same virtual space. Our virtual lab enables a full interactive experience featuring the ability to handle cannabis samples and interact with instrumentation, reagents, automation, and software with your own virtual hands. We believe mixed reality is definitely cool and can give a wow factor. However, our intent is to improve your experience by using technology to enhance the degree of connectedness among the community of cannabis testing professionals. We are confident that the immersive nature of our VR environment provides an experience that allows our customers to expand their scientific understanding to make educated and informed decisions. Now, I would like to show a recording of me in VR of our new QSWorks 420 pesticide workflow solution. What you'll see is my virtual self and hands interacting with the various aspects of the workflow. I look forward to answering any questions after the VR demo and scheduling a VR meet with you and your team in VR so you can experience firsthand. And let's jump into VR and show you the recording. Enjoy.
Hi, welcome to PerkinElmer's Virtual Reality Demo Center of Excellence. I'd like to spend the next few minutes walking you through PerkinElmer's cannabis and hemp testing workflows. These workflows have been specifically developed to meet the needs of cannabis and hemp testing workflows. Let's start by looking at the reagents used for pesticide and mycotoxin residue testing. What I am holding here is PerkinElmer's one pesticide 420 certified reference material reagent kit. This kit can be used to quantify 77 pesticides and 5 mycotoxins. It comes pre-formatted with 8 calibration vials, each having mixtures of the pesticides and mycotoxins. These kits are ready to use and can save labs considerable time from the traditional manual preparation steps. This is one example of PerkinElmer's innovation in the cannabis and hemp testing market. What I'd like to show you next is the complete pesticide testing workflow we've developed. Now let's take a look at a short video that explains the entire QSWorks 420 pesticide and mycotoxin testing workflow.
Welcome to PerkinElmer's fully automated cannabis, hemp pesticide, and mycotoxin residue testing workflow. The technology you'll see here was developed to offer our customers fast turnaround time in a busy compliance laboratory and the highest data accuracy. A cannabis flower sample will be tracked from the beginning of the workflow, sample weighing, through all the sample preparation steps, final mass spectrometry analysis, and finally, certificate of analysis report. We will start in the sample weighing room, where you will weigh a cannabis flower, generate a barcode for the sample, and learn about PerkinElmer's Simplicity Lab 420 software that manages all the sample and method data and details.
Now that you've seen the overview of the complete workflow, let's move into the pesticide and mycotoxin lab to see it firsthand. Please come with me. Welcome to the sample weighing room. It is here we'll start the workflow by weighing out our cannabis sample. The PerkinElmer methodology describes each step and here I'll weigh 1 gram of cannabis. Once the weight is finalized, the data is exported from the balance to the Simplicity Lab 420 software in the cloud. This ensures the correct information is transported for the final data analysis. Once that has been completed, I can print a barcode for my sample. This barcode contains all the batch and sample ID information necessary for the workflow. Once the label is attached, I can place the sample in my Janus sample holder. Let's move over to the Janus automation platform to see the next steps. The Janus G3 420 was developed specifically to automate cannabis and hemp samples, specifically the pesticide and mycotoxin assay. Let's take a closer look at the platform to look at the technologies integrated for that workflow. Firstly, we have a location for the 420 pesticide and mycotoxin reagent kit. This provides all the standards and internal standards needed for the method. Next, we have the 8-tip VariSpan arm. This technology moves solvent, standards, and sample across the platform. Next, we have the vortexing station, where samples are extracted with solvent. They're then moved by the arm to the centrifuge, which is integrated on the right. The centrifuge can accommodate 16 samples at a time. Final filtering and dilutions are performed on the Janus before the sample is ready in a 2 milliliter HPLC vial. The Janus G3 420 can prepare 48 samples in 2 hours. Once the sample preparation is completed, you can just pick up the autosampler tray and move to the mass spectrometry room. Welcome to the QSite 420 mass spectrometry lab. This is where we will complete the methodology for our pesticide and mycotoxin residue analysis. First, I'll place the autosampler tray and my samples onto the QSite 420. The PerkinElmer pesticide and mycotoxin method is pre-formulated to allow you to run your samples efficiently and quickly. Let's take a look at the workflow and the chromatography now. Now that we have loaded the samples on the QSite, we can download the batch and ID information from the Simplicity Lab 420 cloud by clicking the icon on the desktop. Once all the batch information is ready, we can run the chromatography for the pesticide and mycotoxin residue method. Take a look at that report. Here is an example of a certificate of analysis for the pesticide and mycotoxin test. PerkinElmer has predefined templates for all of the assays, including the pesticide and mycotoxin, heavy metals, terpenes and residual solvents, as well as potency. This concludes the end of our QSWorks automation workflow for pesticide and mycotoxin. So let's take a look now at two of the other instruments and workflows very important in the cannabis lab. Come with me. Now let's take a look at two of the other workflows that are essential in the cannabis and testing lab. That is the potency workflow and the heavy metal testing workflow. First, let's look at the LC300 HPLC. This is the technology PerkinElmer recommends for the potency workflow. PerkinElmer provides the complete method, consumables, instrument, and software required to run the assay. And currently, we're running 16 cannabinoids in less than 8 minutes. You can quantify all major and minor cannabinoids on the LC300. Next to the LC, we have the Nexion ICP-MS, a very sensitive instrument ideal for quantifying heavy metals in cannabis and hemp. PerkinElmer's heavy metal workflow includes the Titan MPS microwave, which allows complete digestion of the sample before it's run on the ICP-MS. The ICP-MS can test very, very low limits, parts per billion, even parts per trillion, and makes it ideal for testing the main four: lead, arsenic, mercury, and cadmium. Both of these workflows can be integrated into Simplicity Lab 420 so that data can be managed efficiently and accurately across your workflow and your laboratory. We'd love to explain more and meet you in VR at the next opportunity, so please don't hesitate to reach out. Until then, stay safe and thank you for your time. Bye for now.